चाहे कुछ हो, ढलते रहना, इन हाथों की लकीरों को सच होने तक मलते रहना। ख्वाबों की आवाज सुनो, ये कहते हैं चलते रहना।
Neverstop Laser is here, and we've got some very special people who are here with us. May I request them to join us on stage? We've got Cesare, Leo, and Sumer who will be joining us on stage. Please put your hands together for the team from HP who are here with us. And for members of the press, if you all want to take a picture and get them all together with us. And since we have all of them here with us, what we're going to do is we are also going to take one or two quick questions from members of the press in case you all are here. You've got a mic, I think, right? Yes, you do.
Yes, we're
so great. We'll quickly take a question or two from members of the. You're going to have a conversation. Okay. Oh, sorry. My apologies. I think there's a conversation that Leo is doing first, and then the press questions will be a little later. My apologies.
all right. Sumir and Chandra, warm welcome, and it's a big day for us. So, Sumir, I want to hear from you, since this is the launch for SMB customers. What are your views about SMB in India, their dynamics, challenges, and how do you think this revolutionary new launch can help them improve their business productivity?
Great. Thanks, Leo, and good afternoon to everyone. So, very excited to be here. I think for SMB or small and medium businesses are a very important part of India. If you look at just the numbers, there are about 6 crore small and medium businesses in India. They contribute to nearly 35% of India's GDP and almost 40% of India's employment. So I would say small and medium businesses are the backbone of the Indian economy and are going to play an increasing role as India grows. And so as HP, we really salute the spirit of entrepreneurship, the resilience and the hardworking nature of this segment of the economy. Now, the biggest challenge small and medium businesses face is they operate with limited resources. Few people, limited technology, limited assets. So for them, it's very critical that everything works and it never stops. And from that perspective, I think HP's new Neverstop range is phenomenal because HP's always been known for fantastic laser print quality and having great reliability. And what we are now doing is bringing affordability to the mix. So now we have great print quality, resilience and reliability and affordability all in one package. So I think it's a very exciting offering, and printing is so important for businesses. I think this is going to be a great solution.
Thanks. So Shilpe, this is a great innovation. So what was the core inspiring thought as the genesis for this product, and how do you think it fits into the HP's overall design principles?
Absolutely. So first of all, I'm really happy to be here for this event, and also it's a good time to be in India, so I'm learning more and more about cricket. Last night I was enjoying the game with Bangladesh, and I'm becoming an expert of that too. But let's go back to Neverstop. You mentioned before, so we are leading in this printing space for 30 years, and we are leading because we keep innovating. Now the market, and we learned also from the other guests, is very dynamic. So in order to continue to lead, we need to continue to innovate. Specifically, we Neverstop, we started like we usually do from customer. Okay, what are the big insights that we capture from the customer? And we heard that before. You have to understand what is the need. And the need from customer was affordability. They still need to print, but they are concerned about the cost. The second thing is the experience, an easy experience, and they don't like when they run out of toner and you're printing for an important presentation of something and you need to run to the store to buy toner. And the third one is environment is becoming more a concern. You know, there is plastic everywhere. We need to take care of that. So what we did, we used our startup DNA. We put a good group of engineers together and said, this is a challenge. We need to solve it in the cost boundary that we have. And then it became like a roller coaster, or I should say like investing in the India stock market, correct, for 18 months, you know, and feedback from the engineer, oh, we cannot do it. Come on, you can do it. Be innovative. And along the process, we submitted a huge number of patents because there is a big technology behind it, a big innovation. So therefore, as a result of that, we never stopped. Big improvement on the cost. Much cheaper to print with the HP quality. Second one, we have been the first one to create this concept of a toner tank, that when you get the printer, you get 5,000 pages. Plus, we provide a unique experience on reloading, and in 15 seconds, you can reload other 2,500 pages with no, you know, mess-free kind of experience. And the third one, the design, modern experience, leveraging also the environmental aspect that I said before, reducing the plastic. So that's what's kind of and this is the result of that process. And I want to keep kind of three concepts clear that we went through that is very similar to what we heard before. First one, listen to the insight from the customer. Second, keep innovating. And third, which is our mission, to continue to delight our customer and our partners.
So great, I think it's great to see, and I know a lot of hard work has gone into it, and which is what we are, the fruit of that we are seeing it today. So thank you, Sumit, thanks, Shazray, for joining us, and really appreciate it.
Thanks, Leo.
Thank you. That has been our kind of culture, which is about innovation. So we are one of the first innovators in the Silicon Valley, and we pride ourselves on being an 80-year-old startup, and we continue to call ourselves a startup because we heard before us some of the entrepreneurs who actually were startups and how they are kind of changing each of the experiences, whether it's travel, your own daily cup of chai or daily milk. So we believe in that culture so that we can continuously keep on innovating.
No, and you know, and this whole thing, is there a personal mantra that you have of your own when you look at work on a day-to-day basis? I'm asking you as Leo more.
I think it's the theme of our company, which is keep reinventing. So personally, I think I also look at anything that I do. Can I do it differently? Is it the right way to do? And is it the right innovative way to do it? And that's what we as a team encourage each other. And I also kind of, when I talk to my team, is to like, let's not keep doing it the way it was done earlier. Is there a better way? Is there a better way that can help us as well as our customers? So clearly that is the mantra in terms of reinventing on a daily basis.
When you were listening to the other entrepreneurs, I kept hearing themes of innovation, disruption, invention. How do you all handle this?
So one of the big trends that we see in the industry today is all about, we call it accelerated innovation. So if you were to step back and look at some of the products and services that were there 25 years back, you design something, you create something, they would last for 15 years and 20 years without really bothering about to go back and look at it again. But now what is happening is the whole innovation, the pace of innovation has changed rapidly. You can't have something that would last for 15, 20 years. You're lucky if it's something you've designed and created lasts even for 2 years. So that's the pace of innovation. So aligned with that, obviously we are also continuously re-innovating and reinventing to get there.
With all that's going on, you all always have these unique offerings that you keep coming up with. Is that part of supporting this Neverstop movement?
Absolutely. I think the change, obviously there are two elements of that. One is what we are, is the core products. We continue to develop them and make sure that they are the best in class. But I think the big shift that is happening now is the whole piece of experience. And you would agree, we as Roshan, as consumers, really want the experience to be really top notch. We are not satisfied with something like chalta hai, okay, this is what we get. So I think the whole shift is happening to experience where every product, every service or solution that we design, we really want it to be the best-in-class experience for our customers. So that's the shift that is happening, and that's how we're kind of focused on.
And I know that today is a special day because the best in class Neverstop experience that you are going to be launching. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave the stage for a little bit so you can share all this wonderful journey with the people here. Ladies and gentlemen, Leo is taking over for a bit and I'll be back in just a moment.
All right, good afternoon and a warm welcome to each one of you. I know it's very tough to be here on a working day in the afternoon, but really appreciate all of you taking time off and being here. What I'm going to do is right now, we are at a exciting day, one of the biggest invention, but biggest launches that we're going through today. So before that, let me kind of give you a context as to what is it that's going to be. HP has always been a pioneer in innovation. We have had a long history of innovation, almost like 30-35 years in printing itself. We actually designed the first inkjet printer, thermal test jet printer, then we also designed the laser jet printer, and we continue to innovate from a product perspective and solution in the printing category. We are the only company which has products in all three categories, whether it is inkjet, laser jet, and page wide. So we clearly lead from an innovation perspective. We are the #1 printing brand in the country, and we take a lot of pride in that. In each of the categories, whether it is non-cis ink, laser, some of the high-end printing that we have in our offering, we lead the market in every category for a long time. And it is safe to say that 1 out of 2 printers sold in the country today is an HP printer. So that's the kind of dominance and leadership that we have over the last so many years. So some of the mega trends that we are seeing is obviously around rapid urbanization, which is smaller cities becoming big and bigger, big cities becoming even bigger. And there is a lot of shift and innovation happening in all of these cities as they are becoming bigger. The other big trend that we are seeing is from the economy itself and the people that work on all these organizations. We call it the kind of one life culture, which is a very thin line between where you are at home or in the office. So all this new millennials or the youth that want to work with you clearly does not really care or bother whether they are in the office or they are at home. The experience has to be kind of seamless across all this environment. And the last one is obviously being smarter. All the devices are kind of smarter connected. Everything is kind of linked to the IoT and the internet. So clearly, these are three of the bigger trends that we are seeing in the industry. So let's understand, why do we print? I mean, we all do printing in our life, but there are 3 key requirements of printing. One is to manage our work, our lifestyle that we have, some of the documents that we need, which has to be get printed. The second one is our own personal development, our own growth. How do you kind of learn, whether it is from a learning perspective, in your office, your personal development, and a lot of research and information that you kind of get, how do you kind of use that for your personal development? There's a lot of printing that happens there. And the last one is obviously creating something that is a passion for you, is a hobby for you, it's something that you're really doing it from a business perspective as well. So these are some of the areas where kind of printing today happens. We all heard about, before us, the startups, the entrepreneurs. So these are, these are so-called startups and entrepreneurs who become the SMBs of tomorrow. And these SMB customers, these owners, these warriors of SMB, have a never-stop culture, never-stop ethos that they kind of work upon. They are very, very clear. They have this very simple requirement from a printing perspective. It is that it has to be mobile and connected. It has to be affordable, because cost is a big element for each one of them from a printing perspective. And how do you kind of make it seamless and simple from a printing perspective? So, without further ado, let me take this opportunity to kind of launch our biggest laser jet offering in the country today. Here it is.
सुनाई देता है।
I spoke to you earlier about how the printing cost is really coming down from a per page concept. The earlier printer had 2,000 pages in the box. Now we are giving 5,000 pages, and every additional page that you do with a toner reload kit is almost at 80%. So that's from a cost perspective that we kind of brought the saving. And the most important part is that it is a hassle-free reload kit that we have, which anyone in the office can do it on their own in completely 15 seconds flat. Just a zero technical issue.
Printers, we used to often go out and have this injection of putting a particular color, etc. Is this the same technology? What's different? What's happening now?
Injection, we call it toner reload kit. We kind of, we're going to show that, but actually it's on top of the printer. You kind of, it's like a syringe. It looks like a big syringe, but it's very convenient to use. Kind of, there is an opening on the printer. You plunge it and you're done it in 15 seconds flat, and you're good to go for 2,500 pages.
2,500
pages after the first 5,000. Really simple and plus cost effective.
Yeah, because I think the whole thing about cost is something which normally becomes a deterrent in people's minds. Everybody is constantly thinking of what's going to be the cost advantage that's going to come. But is there a significant cost advantage?
Absolutely. So today the reload is at about 29 paise what we are paying. Earlier it used to be like 2 rupees 50 paise. So it's really brought down dramatically the cost of printing per page on the same HP known renowned laser quality. So that's the innovation that we have.
Okay. I think we've got some things on the screen once again. If you want to just move on from there, and we will talk about cost saving, something we talked about. Here we are with this toner reload kit.
So this is the one that I was talking about. We kind of it's a mess-free self-reload. There is a reload kit that you kind of put it on top of the printer. You dock it, and you plunge it, and you're done in 15 seconds flat and good to go from a printing perspective. We also complementing it with our HP Smart app. So, we have a HP Smart app which is available on iOS and Android for printing. You can use the same Smart app for printing on these printers as well. And the best part is that you can kind of order your reload kit on the Smart app. Once your toner is kind of runs out of ink, you can use this same Smart app to order your fresh reload kit. There are obviously I will not get into all the offerings, but there are two variants of it. One is single function and multifunction, both Wi-Fi and non-Wi-Fi. And the reload kit is available at 2,500 at 849 rupees, and a combo pack of 5,000 pages at 1,449. So that's all that I had to kind of share with you, and I'll be kind of happy to take questions if there are any.
Just to let you all know, ladies and gentlemen, the Q&A is only for our...
I think paperless is definitely it's there, but there is also a huge amount of printing that is happening. Our intent is to kind of make print relevant and at the same time make it affordable. So that is the whole intent. Paperless office will continue, but there is a lot of printing that today also happens. So just to give you a number, there are almost 16 lakh laser printers sold every year. So it's not a small number. There is a huge potential there, and we will continue to work to make sure that the whole printing experience is affordable.
But eventually, what do you think? Say about 10-15 years from now?
Well, I don't want to take a guess on what happens after.
Astrologers and astrologers.
Yeah, I spoke about in my conversation with Roshan that about innovation, right? What is to happen 15 years is not what is happening today, and I'm sure it will not be the same in the future as well.
Okay. Any other questions from members of the press? Anybody, gentleman in front? Yes.
Hi, this is Manas from Mouse World Now. My question is, all major serious tech measures cannot afford to ignore the SMB segment, given the kind of clout they're enjoying in terms of total sales, in terms of total turnover, and their contribution to the economy. So, given that, What sort of marketing strategy in particular, and what sort of dynamics that you guys are thinking about vis-a-vis the SMB segment? Exactly how the SMBs figure in HP's overall marketing metrics?
So SMB is the fastest growing segment in the country today, and Sumir also spoke about that earlier. So we have a clear strategy to go after this segment, both in the computing and the printing part. From a printing perspective, I think this printer is launched primarily for the SMB segment, and I spoke earlier about SMBs being their whole mantra being never stop, because they need to be always on. And this printer is designed to make sure that you get affordable printing, which is at a much 80% cheaper cost. Yet there is no disruption in the printing, because a lot of these SMBs are also maybe having only one or two printers, and they would not prefer it to be down. So this is the benefit of having this particular new printer in terms of having instant reload kit, and also be hassle-free. So as I mentioned earlier, this whole process just takes 15 seconds and is absolutely mess-free and hassle-free. So that's the kind of innovation that we are looking at SMB. And what is our approach to this segment? I think we have a huge set of ecosystem of channel partners across the country, because SMBs are present in almost every town and city. So we work closely with our partners to go and work jointly along with them to kind of address these requirements.
How much does the SMB segment account for HP's total India sales?
Well, we don't actually give out numbers from that, but we can obviously work with separately.
Percentage-wise?
Sorry?
Percentage-wise, share?
I think they'll take it offline with you. The gentleman is here. Don't worry about that. We will. It's just that as policy normally we don't, but the whole thing is that they will have a discussion. Any other question? Any quick question that you might have? Well, great. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Leo. Thank you for sharing all that with us. It's a great journey. I think what you guys have given us is Neverstop India has got a Neverstop Laser, and that's what's really important. For all of you who are here, representing various segments, I just want to tell you all that we have a set of workshops that are happening post-lunch, just so that you all get this correctly. The workshop by L is happening in the ballroom, which is this itself. It's on non-stop creating. Your Story is doing a workshop in studio number 2. That's on non-stop engaging. Franchise India at studio number 1 is on non-stop experimenting. ET has got 2 workshops, one on education, which is in studio 3, and on BFSI and studio number 4. That's non-stop learning. And the channel partners, our channel partners, Studio 7 on the first floor is where you head after lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here. Thank you, Leo. Please give Leo a big round of applause. And once again, you can have a look at the
Okay.